Do you think Michael Jordan liked playing basketball? Do you think Isaac Newton liked physics? Of course, they liked what they did because they were good at it. Now, there's a really interesting cycle behind this functioning. The more you practice something, the more you become good at it. And the more you become good at it, the more you start liking it. The more you start liking it, the more you'll practice it, so the better you'll become, and so on. This cycle is called the improvement cycle. Today, I would like to teach you and bring you my experience on how to actually start liking everything you're doing, so to actually become good at it. Now, in particular, I will talk about sports and studying. Point one, respect what you're doing. Let's say you just started going to the gym and you don't really like it that much. You are struggling to stay consistent, you're struggling to see results, and exactly for that reason, you don't want to go to the gym anymore. Now, probably when you go to the gym, chances are you're not training really hard, you're looking around, you're not really concentrated, you're not present in the moment. You're not respecting what you're doing, because if you respected what you were doing, you would be fully focused, full force on that task. Same applies to studying. And I'm talking about myself right now. Sometimes I find myself having 2 hours. Of those 2 hours, I effectively study just 1 hour. And in the other hour, I'm not watching my phone or YouTube videos. I'm just distracted by my thoughts. Now, that probably happens for two reasons. One, I'm not trained enough to be present for 2 hours. And second, I'm not respect what I'm doing that much. Because if I did, I would stay full focus. Now, point one is really important because when you start actually respecting what you're doing, chances are you'll stay more consistent and you'll start seeing better results in less time. If I don't respect my goal of running 10 kilometers in under 40 minutes, then it will be not a big deal for me to skip a running session. It wouldn't really matter because I'm not respecting my goal that much. So start caring about what you're doing and you'll automatically start being more consistent and liking it more. Step two, stay consistent. Now, this could sound quite boring and already heard advice, but actually it's super important. Now, you can respect what you're doing as much as you want, but if you can't stay consistent, it's even pointless watching this video and learning how to like what you're doing. In fact, let's say you respect your goal, but you still don't like it that much. Now, if you don't put in the effort to show up every day, if you don't put in the effort to stay consistent, it's obvious you'll never get good at it. If you only train once a week, you're gonna see some results, but they'll be almost zero. If you only train once a week and you're not consistent, you skip training sessions when you don't want to train, you're not gonna get good at it. It's maybe a harsh reality, but it works like this. If you're not consistent, you're not able to get good at something. And as the first thing I said in this video, if you're not consistent and you're not getting good at something, it means you'll never like it. Because how can you like something you're not good at? I'm not good at dancing, that's the reason for which I don't like it. And vice versa, I don't like it because I'm not good at it. So if I started caring for it, if I started practicing every day, showing up consistently training, I'd get slightly good at it, so I'd start liking it a bit more. So training harder and then liking it more. Step three. Fall in love with the repetition. You can stay consistent as long as you want, but if you stay consistent just for the results, chances are you're not gonna enjoy it that much. If I went to the gym only for the results, only to achieve a better physique, a more aesthetic physique, to lift heavier weights, yes, I'd stay consistent, but chances are I wouldn't enjoy it as much. If instead I go to the gym and consistently train because I like being in the gym, because I like training, because I like the environment surrounding me, now probably I'll show up even more consistently. I will positively reinforce my conception of the gym and will be more likely to show up every day. Of course, I'm going to have some bad training sessions. Of course, there will be days in which I don't want to train. But because I love going to the gym and training, now I will remember that probably it will be better for me to show up and train. So literally, it's all just goes down to just show up, just do it. The Nike slogan. Just do it. Just stay consistent. You'll get better and you'll start liking it. Now, I had some difficulties when I started university actually studying hard. In high school, I was never really used to studying that much, and that's the reason for which I didn't like it that much. Now in university, things started to change because I actually had to study, but I didn't like it that much. I wasn't good at it, so I didn't want to do it. But then I understood this concept I just told you. So I understood that being consistent, doing it just a little bit every day, would bring me to get better at it. Getting better at it meant starting to like it more. And starting to like it more meant getting better at it, and so on. Now I want to give you a final message. In these days on socials, you see people achieving crazy results, whether they are business results, athletic results, school results, anything you want. People posting their heaviest lift, their most shredded physique. And this, I realize, could be quite demoralizing. You could see them and go, oh, I really wish I was like them. I had their physique, their money, their status, anything. And seeing this constantly, every day, getting stimulated by this, can induce you to stop actually trying to achieve your results. You'll start thinking, what's even the point? I'll never reach it. Now, this is the most dangerous mentality you can have because you'll never start it. Once you start your habit that will bring you to achieve your result, everything will flow as a result. The important thing is starting, which is the hardest part, and staying consistent, as I've said. So if you've arrived to this point of this video, I hope you enjoyed it and see you in the next one.